The only option available to Malaysia to try to resolve the issue is to get a third party to try to negotiate on behalf. Malaysia cannot negotiate directly in North Korea because the Malaysian ambassador to North Korea is actually based in Kuala Lumpur, and the North Korean ambassador to Malaysia has already been expelled from Malaysia. So the only country that is friendly with both North Korea and Malaysia now is China.
Okay.
Now, Malaysia's position is that we will not, North Korea's position is that we will only resume friendly relations with Malaysia if Malaysia return the body. What they want is the body. Malaysia's position is that we will not return the body until we get a DNA sample to show the person who died is Kim Jong-nam, because North Korea does not admit that it's Kim Jong-nam. They think it's a guy called Control. So anyway, the only way to get a sample of the DNA, right, you can only get a sample of DNA from what they call immediate relatives. Okay. The only immediate relatives are the children, because the brother and sisters of Kim Jong-nam is in North Korea. So the only other DNA sample can get is from the children. And all of Kim Jong-nam's children, as far as we know, they all live in China, in Beijing and Macau. So only the Chinese has the ability to get a DNA sample. Now, the question is whether the Chinese want to help to resolve this issue, because the Chinese are also very angry with the North Koreans, not because of this issue, or not because of the assassination, but because of the missile firing from North Korea. So the Chinese may not want to do anything at the present moment to show their displeasure. So basically what we have is a stalemate. Neither country can do much. North Korea cannot do much to Malaysia because there's no trade, very little people-to-people interaction. They don't have an ambassador here. There's no Malaysian ambassador in Pyongyang. Malaysia cannot do anything in North Korea for the same reason. In fact, Malaysia actually doesn't need to do much, because North Korea actually is under UN sanction. So North Korea actually doesn't have relations with many countries. I think they only have 24 embassies around the world, including Kuala Lumpur. So they have very limited contact with the outside world. So for them, it doesn't really matter. For Malaysian side, it also really doesn't matter, because the links are not that strong.
Okay. After assess all the scenario and read the situation, do you think that Malaysia, you say that the stalemate, but even we are at a stalemate, which I wish to know whether we are at the advantage side or disadvantage side. I mean, as compared with North Korea sending.
No, there is no such thing as advantage or disadvantage. You can only have advantage or disadvantage if you are stronger in one area. Basically, the problem is that being stronger in one area means you have an advantage over North Korea. Malaysia has no advantage over North Korea because, as I mentioned, there's very limited trade, and there's very few North Koreans in Malaysia. Like I said, less than 1,000. Most of them are workers. So there is really nothing Malaysia can do. Even if Malaysia says stop the few hundred North Koreans from leaving Malaysia, it makes no difference to the North Korean government. I mean, North Korea is basically a dictatorship. So it doesn't matter that much to them what they do with the North Korean population in Malaysia. The problem with North Korea is that it's very difficult to negotiate with them because they don't follow the normal rules. They don't follow the normal rules. As I mentioned before, the normal diplomatic rule is that once you pick up the ambassador or you break relations, you still allow the people to go through, as in you allow the people in the country to exit your country without any problem. So holding citizens of the people under dispute is actually very unusual. I can only think of one or two other times in history where this has happened.